Good morning and welcome back to an update with Westford Academy Athletics. With me here we have our wrestling coach, Bruce Rich, who's in his second year as a varsity coach and first year as a special ed teacher here at Westford Academy. So welcome, Coach.
Thanks, Dan.
It's nice to have you here. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, how you got to be here at Westford Academy as a wrestling coach?
Sure. This is my 6th year coaching at Westford Academy. I started in the fall of 2011, I believe, and I came over and I started coaching football. And I started as the defensive backs coach. I've been coaching football for, like I said, 6 years now, and I started coaching under Coach Tholander the following year, so 2012, and I was an assistant under him. And he gave it up 2 years ago, and I took the opportunity to apply for the job, and I got hired. Yeah. And I'm happy to be here. And as Dan said, this is my first year teaching here at Westford Academy. I'm a student support teacher. Before that, I was at Tingsboro High School for a couple years. But I'm happy to be in the building, and it's helping me recruit some more athletes, sure. Which is good because I can interact with them in the hallways and in class and get to know them a little bit better.
Now, how do you recruit wrestlers? I mean, there is a youth program in town. Some kids come in with some experience, but how do you recruit athletes?
There's a stigma out there that wrestling it's a tough sport, but CrossFit's huge these days. MMA is huge these days, so I go out and I explain it to them that way, that it's a mix of CrossFit, it's a mix of MMA, and we'll play some games in there as well. Sure. And a freshman can be part of a varsity program because you don't need to be the biggest kid to become a good wrestler. There's weight classes for everybody. Yeah,
good. I mean, absolutely. And wrestling was something new for me when I got to Westford Academy, and I really enjoyed it. I love the intensity of it. I love how that it's mano a mano. There's no hiding. It's when you're on the mat, you're wrestling an opponent, and the best man's usually going to win. Yeah. So it's a great sport in that way. So I really enjoy it. Now tell me a little bit about your program. What are the numbers like these days? How is it going in general?
Sure. Last year we had about 20 kids, and we finished the year with about 18. But this year we were able to get it up. We're at 28 kids now, 28 strong. We haven't lost anyone, which is great. We have a young team. We only have 3 seniors, and one of our seniors, Cam Eldridge, he's a state finalist last year. He's 5th ranked kid in the state right now, so hopefully we got the state tournament coming up in about 2 weeks, and hopefully he has a good day, and maybe we get a couple state champs. Yeah. But Cam's good. Cam just won his 100th win. We have a good junior class. We had 2 other kids currently ranked in the state right now. So we're doing pretty good. Westford Wrestling, it's on the map right now.
Yeah, sure. You guys have an incredibly challenging schedule.
We do. Yeah, we're in Division I North. It's probably the toughest section in the state. In the DCL right now, DCL Large is another good league in the state. There's a couple good teams: Wayland, Lincoln Sudbury, Cambridge. So every week we kind of run into a tough team, but it's good because it's preparing us for this end of the year postseason run that we're gonna get after in 2 weeks.
Yeah, so the postseason's coming up shortly. The sectional term for the wrestling program, so certainly keep an eye out. I mean, Coach Rich has got some top wrestlers that could do pretty well this year, so keep an eye out for the wrestlers. Coach, thanks for coming on.
All right, great. Thanks for having me.
Best of luck in the postseason here. We'll all be watching.
Good, thanks.